All right, let's go ahead and play around with the concept of using variables in programming to help with just kind of writing a code. And what we're going to do here is we're going to take a look at some of the devices I already have set up. So I still have my potentiometer set up. We're not going to use the potentiometer in this program, but I just go ahead and leave it set up. But I do have a motor in port 1, and then I've got a bumper switch that I've added in port B. So just to be able to pull those kind of values. Here's what we're going to take a look at is that we're going to write a code that's like a toggle switch. And in order to do this is we're going to start off first by defining a variable. So I'm going to use this variable called motor underscore on, and we're going to set the initial value to be -1. So what we're wanting to do here is we want to spin a motor whenever motor underscore on is equal to 1, but we want it to stop whenever it is set to -1. So in this scenario, our variable we've defined, it's a word. You'll notice it didn't change color or anything like some of the other commands. And that's because that's a word that we've named within this program and that we've kind of defined in order to make this happen. So I'm going to go ahead and go down a line. I'm going to use while true with a colon, hit select enter, and then I'm going to go ahead and just to show this effect on the brain screen, that way we can watch it actually physically change, is I'm going to actually go ahead and set up a clear screen command. I'll select enter. We're going to set the cursor to 1, 1, and then we're going to go ahead and let's print. And in this case, rather than it saying printing VEXcode, let's print what the variable setting is at. So I'm just going to go ahead and say print and do motor on. In this next kind of scenario is what we're going to say is that if, and then I'm going to go into the 3-wire section. I'm going to say if the bumper that is pressing, and I'm going to do a double equal sign and then equals 1 with a colon. So if that bumper switch is pressed, then what we're going to do is we're going to say, hey, motor on variable is now going to be equal to taking the negative of motor underscore on. And we are going to wait just because this is a bump switch. Usually let's do about 0.5 seconds. Okay, so what we can do now, so again, if the bumper gets pressed, then we're going to switch from motor on. Motor on is now at -1, and it's going to equal to negative of -1, which is going to make it a +1. And we're just doing a half a second for a little bit of a debounce. So wait for us to get our fingers off of that button. All right. So in my next section, I'm just going to go ahead and say, all right, if motor on is equal to 1, again, I need a double equal sign just to make sure that it's an equivalent. So whereas a single equal sign is we're actually assigning. So just watch those, kind of setups there. If motor on is equal to 1, then obviously we can go into motion. We're going to go ahead and we're going to spin the motor forward if it is. And for the else condition, we're going to go ahead and say, if not, we're going to go ahead and stop. Okay. One thing just to make this program run a little smooth, I'm going to put a little wait statement of 0.05 seconds. And that is going to finish up what we have going on kind of there. All right. So in fact, I'm going to put a little line here just to kind of separate and make sure it's in the right spot. There we go. So the wait statement should be lining up with these if and else conditions. Okay. So as it goes through this program, we'll be able to see that if that happens. All right. I'm going to go ahead and hit build. One thing just to watch for that as you build this program, again, is just watch your indentations and then also watch those equal signs. So go ahead and test out this program. So what you should see is that when the motor's on, you should see a 1 flash up on the screen. And then when you press it to turn it off, a -1 should show up on the screen and vice versa. So it should just continue to run. So you should be able to press it and it's like a toggle switch. So, and what we're using is a variable there to help switch and toggle the variable back and forth. So once you're finished, again, make sure that you put in comments and describe what is going on in this program.